So I think it was finding as many ways as I possibly could to feel the feelings when they had and ride out those waves. And there were moments. I mean, it was lost. Even though I was on this career high, there were still moments where I'd do a great show and then instinctively go to call this person that had been in my life for a long time, and then realize and
Yeah.
have those reminders of this loss and this grief that I had to work through. And, a lot of these highs were met with a punch to the face, of this hurt. So I just had to acknowledge that it was there and spend as much time as I needed, even if it put my career on hold, to work through those feelings until I was okay with it. And I feel like I'm in a good place with a lot of that now, and I have been for a while. And it's just because I am not in a rush. Well, I want everything in my career right now, and I want all the success and all this everything.
Yeah.
I want to get there the right way, and I want to get there okay and as stable as I can. Well, you can't control what happens to you in life. I want to just take my time, being surrounded by the right people, doing it the right way, taking the right steps, and not just getting a taste of Hollywood and running after it.
Fuck, I wish I had your level of maturity and understanding when I was 20. I still head at my own arse half the time, and to have that level of
Me too.
understanding about life and yourself is remarkable. And it shows in you as a person, and as you've grown and dealt with some things that would just knock people for six, you've kind of learned to understand it and taken the time away and to heal, and you're open about it. So many people talk about only their best things. The fact that you can be honest and open, you will help so many people who are going through similar. You talked there about vices, healthy vices. How many
Mhm.
people's healthy vices is tying themselves upside down in a straitjacket?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably insane at the same time. So while I do say all of these things, I'm honestly probably a lunatic. Um, I'd say, but it's my greatest vice is being creative. So as odd as it may look or as unique as it may be, it is who I am.
Is that the kind of in the Harry Houdini style stuff? Like, I did you kind of start researching magic when you were younger, and you looked and thought, right, that's the kind of stuff I want to do. How do you deal with that emotions of getting whipped upside down and the panic of taking it off? Or do is it falling back to your level of training? Or do you enjoy that kind of all the eyes are on you, the stress, the panic, the blood rushing to your head? Is it because the bike riding and things like that, you enjoy the more the exhilaration of it? What is it that you get out of it, do you think?
I think it is creating something out of nothing. I think for me, when I am trying to create this performer I want to be, and I look to history at what's really worked for other people and what's been great, when I find things that inspire me or these creative things that I want to put into my career and my life, it is going, okay, how do I do that? And how do I make that? And what can I make out of nothing? I mean, the straight jacket will always be my favorite example of that. Is when I fell in love with magic history and Harry Houdini, and I wanted to chase that. It was nothing. When I started, I was hanging upside down on monkey bars in the playground. Like, that is where that act started, and now I tour the world and it's been on TV and it's this big thing, but it wasn't like this set out plan. I was inspired by something and I went, that's what I want to do. But there was no roadmap to do it, and I just got to create what that was. I used to hang upside down in my backyard and be like, hey, dad, can you check on me a bit? Hey, can we get handcuffs for Christmas? Hey, we need to replace the front door lock because I picked it and have not done well with that. Um, so it was just this ability to be comfortable in craziness and pick something that seems impossible to do and find a way to do it. And it's not a pretty process. Being creative is not pretty or perfect.